we don't want any sort of non-technical logistical work to get in the way of technical work while we're doing the race. So that means just trying to make things run as smoothly as possible, making sure we have a checklist.
We're doing this all in advance so that we have a chance to practice it as we drive up to Darwin. I think the most difficult thing is going to be making sure that things that need to be decided at the time are done efficiently and without tired, stressed people kind of getting into disagreements.
Well, with any sort of work, you will work better when you're not thinking about something else. That something else is food, take that out of the equation, help people focus on what they're trying to do. Especially when you're going for a long day, you really need to have energy. You need as much help as you can get to get through that.
And the quicker we can get things done, the more time we have to work on the car if anything does go wrong. So all we're really doing is making it efficient as possible so we can maximise the time we can actually work on the car. Or something always goes wrong. It's just going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, something will go wrong, but the thing that we have to our advantage is that having all of this stuff done in advance, we'll be able to practice it on the drive up where the stress is somewhat less. There's not that much time pressure on us.
So it's important to have nicer accommodation before we actually camp in the outback, because obviously people will get tired of camping, and we really would appreciate a comfortable bed, especially after a long technical shift. We could be focused our energy on getting the car ready. So when we're up in Darwin, our accommodation is as close to Hidden Valley as possible, so it saves on journey time. And when we come back into Adelaide, we want to be in the centre of town because that's where all the pack down happens, that's where the finish line is, and that's where all the other teams are. And it just makes everything so much easier. We don't have to drive everywhere. So one of the hardest things I've found so far in Australia is sourcing the seemingly random things we need for the camp or needed in regulations. We often forget that something that's really easy to find in the UK is actually not so simple in Australia when you don't know the brands of the shops, you don't know where shops are. I mean, we're very lucky with where we're staying because we're very close to a lot of the big industrial warehouses and all the outdoor stores, but there are still things that has taken me 2 days to search online to find.
Getting all our equipment and the car out to Australia is so important because it's exceptionally difficult to do right and quickly the first time. After all that, we arrived in Australia, one of the most difficult customs and quarantine procedures in the world, and just making sure that we've planned everything so we go through that smoothly is very difficult. The thing that took us the longest was quarantine. We just found out that when they looked at the car, all they were checking for was dirt on the tires. And because we had brand new tires, or entirely clean tires, it cleared very quickly after that.
The value of a workshop like the one we're in at the moment is, firstly, space. It gives us a space in which a large number of people can be working in the same area such that you still get communication, cross-pollination of ideas and ways of doing things, but at the same time people aren't going to be getting on top of each other's toes and aren't going to actually be damaging each other's ability to proceed with work. Finally, it's just nice having a home. The whole FSA team has been extremely welcoming to us, and yeah, we would have had a much harder time in Adelaide without them. The plan when the car gets here is, firstly we'll have a number of days of very intense workshop time to make it what we consider testing worthy. Once all that work has been done, we'll then be taking it off, hopefully for a couple of days at an airfield. I can't wait to get down to an airfield and see the car going at high speed.